Hey guys, it's Kugli again with another ROM review, and this time I've got the Colt OS for the OnePlus 3, so stay tuned for that. So guys, you have to forgive me for the tablecloth. I had nothing else remaining. I had a little bit of renovation in my room, so yeah, things got dirty. So let's get started now. First of all, Colt ROM, it's a newer style ROM which takes a lot of inspiration from a lot of other ROMs. It is a Lineage based ROM, so you will be happy about that. It does contain almost all the Lineage facilities, so you don't have to worry about that. That's really cool. Let's get started with the ROM now. First of all, this is the launcher. It's pretty cool. It does have almost all the features. It is launcher, so you do have that. Also, you have in the settings menu in the about phone page, you can see it is 7.1.2, so you can see this is Colt OS, so that's pretty cool. Be a Colt. Not really sure what that means, but hey, that's how it is. Colt version is this one, so 19.9 version is the one which is 1.2, so that's there. September 5 security patches, which does have all the latest patches and security features. SLA status is enforcing. Colt ROM is a fairly feature rich ROM. Let's get to the features now. First of all, before that, SIM card manager, well, this thing still not working. Not really sure why. Almost every other ROM has it working, so that has to be a problem. So anyways, let's get to the features now. First of all, in the Colt center is where all the features are. You do have network traffic indicator, carrier label, battery customization does have battery bar settings, so you can enable that. Battery status style can be enabled, so you do have a few options here. Also, battery percentage can be enabled. Status bar icons can be customized, and by god, this has to be one of the best VOLTE icons which I've ever seen on a stock custom ROM. I really like that. I mean, that's the only reason I did not run a Substratum theme. Clock and day settings are available where you can customize stuff. Font for that can be customized. Full screen alarm, quick pull down, brightness control by sliding across the status bar is available. Show all of these options, double tap to sleep. Now swiping over to the quick settings, you do have custom header, you can customize that. Omni jaws are available. There is customization for small quick setting tiles and also the larger ones in columns and rows that can be customized. Vibrate on touch is enabled. Settings, shortcuts, all the buttons can be disabled if you don't want them. It does also have blur personalization, which is pretty self-explanatory. You can blur out status bar, quick settings, recent app drawer, so that's pretty cool. Now in the button section, you do have power button customization where you can customize all of this. It does have accident touch, so you can use that. Also, it does have long press for torch in lock screen. Home button can be customized for any actions. This is the Lineage style options which is available, which is pretty cool. It does give you a lot of options, but not nearly as much as the USB style option, so that's there. Volume button customization is available with keyboard cursor control, control playback, and also ringtone or media volume when you use volume keys. Now also recent apps you can customize if you want a clear for all button, so that is also available. Allow locking tasks, so that is another thing. If you don't want that, there is also wrist, the grid style recent menu, which is pretty cool. Show memory bar, omni switch is also available. So navigation bar option, you can enable navigation bar and that should work out really well. I personally don't use navigation bar, so can't really tell a lot about it. In the last few options, you do have media cover out option, so you can enable or disable that. Status bar can be disabled, quick setting can be disabled. Weather in status bar can be enabled or disabled, so that's also another option. Double tap to sleep anywhere is available, and I really like that. Power menu customization, you do have a few options here which you can customize there. Animations, you can also customize all the animations for everything, so system animation, toast animation, quick setting tile animation, disable animation altogether if you don't want anything, so that's also available. Now in the Colt continuous option, you have a few extra stuff like dashboard control, so right now I'm running 2x2, so that is available. Gesture anywhere is also available, you can customize that. This used to be one of my favorite features, but lately I don't really use it a lot. Swipe, 3-finger swipe for screenshot is also available, which is pretty cool to have. And after that we have the about Colt OS, so you can see the changelog, what all stuff has changed and all that. So yeah, in the display option, it does have live display, which is pretty cool to have. I really do like that. I do normally put it into dynamic mode, which I like. Also, it does have a theme option, which is Colt Light, Colt Dark, and Automatic. Automatic just switches between them based on the time. The ambient display is available. You can enable, disable, pick up, hand wave, all that is available. Prevent accidental wake up. Font size and display size can also be customized, and it also has the PA style color changer, and that works out really well. So this does have more features than your average ROM, so I'm really excited about that. So yeah, it does have a theming feature, but what you have to keep in mind is that when using this theming feature, it also has the PA style color engine. So what that means is you cannot have, if you are in default, the theming feature will work out really well, but if you are going to use the PA color engine, you might have a little issues with all the colors on the themes. So be using one or the other, so not all of them. If I try and change it here, so you can see the text underneath text are white on white. That's a no-go, so that is stuff which you need to keep in mind. So that's there. Apart from that, sound, everything else is basically what you would expect out of any other Lineage based ROM. Nothing special going on here, so that's pretty much it. So yeah, that is it in the features section. As you can see, it does have enough features to keep me entertained. It's really good. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 for features. Now the battery life. The battery life for me was pretty much average. I didn't really find anything special about it. It works out really well. It works as it should. As you can see, I mean, EX is of course showing something else. As an average, I got about 1.43 idle drain and about 18% active drain, which is on the higher side, but nothing too alarming. So I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10 for battery life. Now the performance and to the benchmark score is surprisingly working now, and I got a score of about 146,737, which is on the higher side. So I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10, which is really cool. I have played games on it and I didn't really have any issues with that either, so that's pretty cool. Now the stability of the ROM. As I've already mentioned, everything works. You won't have any issues with this, but that is how most of the ROMs are, so nothing special going on in terms of stability, so I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. Now the camera. This one comes with Lineage camera, and yeah, for the most part it works. I didn't really have any first close issues or anything where it just doesn't work. But for the most part, that's just normal, and that's just there. I personally use the Google camera and that works out really well also, but that is a third-party camera, not the one which you will be using normally. So yeah, that is what it is, and I really do like that. So I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10 because it just doesn't do anything much better than anything else. So yeah, 6 out of 10. Now the aesthetics. As I've said, I really like the theming feature. I also like the option of PA color engine. And also it does have OMS support, so that makes a trio of successful things. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 for aesthetics. Now comes the overall experience. As I've already mentioned and shown you guys, I really like this ROM. It has been a really great feature, rich ROM, and it just works out really well. It doesn't do anything spectacularly different from all the other ROMs, but I still like it as my daily driver. It works out really well. It does have average battery life, but everything else is pretty spectacular, so I really like that. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys the boot animation, which is pretty cool. And also shutdown animation is also there, which says again, be a Colt. So here is the boot animation for Colt ROM, and yeah, I am actually pretty happy about this one. Works out really well. It gives me a lot to work with, so I just like it. So yeah, I guess that much is it about the ROM then. Again, this is a basic ROM, but that is what most people are looking at a ROM right now. They want a basic ROM. Until Oreo becomes mainstream, there are going to be a little bit of Nougat ROMs which are still going to be out there. It just works. So yeah, the overall score is going to be about 6.57. I'm gonna round it off to 6.6, and it does work out really well. So yeah, I guess that much is about the ROM then. Hope you guys liked the video. Please share, subscribe, and like the video if you found it useful. See you guys next time. Bye.